Do you like this me? I didn't make her. Her name is Bibis. I've chosen her to be the representative of my Kotaku Nintendo Switch user account. I'm gonna play Golf Story, which is one of my favorite video games that came out last year. If you have a Nintendo Switch, maybe you want to play this game if you haven't played it yet. Yeah, here it is, Golf Story. Look at that. Doesn't that just look pleasant? Oh my god! Holy lord! Wow, that golf ball sound, it was like a gunshot. I'm sorry. I was gonna do this whole thing really chill. I was gonna just be chilled out while I played it, and that sound like genuinely scared. Oh my god, it scared the garbage out of me. I don't have any garbage in me anymore.
Oh my god.
I just want to reflect for a moment on this title screen with the trees swaying in the breeze and this gentle music playing. I gotta say, it really sets the tone. The letters of the title gently pulsing, the water rippling, 4 people standing around 2 golf holes. We're gonna do story mode. I'm gonna choose file, let's choose file B in the middle. Did you notice for a second there? All the files were replaced with level 99. Oh my god, you gotta love a game whose first word is honk. Oh, seems like the gooses aren't the only ones honking here. I think these people are British. Darl? Is that someone's name? Oh, it's my daddy. My daddy is my caddy. More like a cadaddy. I'm really proud of having not written that joke ahead of time. $0.35 for a malt? Sucked in, he said. What does that mean? Sounds like something an Australian person would say after killing a British person. Ready to have a hit? Wow. Is this a hit of what? Hand me that big one. Are they talking about drug cigarettes? Speaking of honking, we got a little saxophone here. I love that the daddy character has coerced the main character into giving a tutorial to the player. How are you going to hit it, he says, and then I explain that I'm going to press the A button, and then press it again, and then press it a 3rd time. I've been playing golf games since they've been making them, and I know all about pressing a button multiple times while a bar slides around. See if I can land one on the green. Here we go. So here's something that semi-bugs me about this game, is when the Joy-Cons are detached, I accidentally switch my clubs a lot, because when the Joy-Cons are detached, you tend to hold your hands at an angle. Listen to this music, get a little acoustic guitar, some quiet horns. No better horn than a quiet horn, I always say. See, you rotate this around and it's a nice 60 FPS. Has this feeling of being like a Super Nintendo game. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this on the green. Notice when I press the A button, it zooms me back to my boy, which is kind of a nice facsimile of when you're playing golf, you look at your feet when you hit the ball. Well, you don't look at your feet. What am I talking about? You look at the ball when you're playing golf, when you're hitting the ball. You look ahead, you look where you're going to hit it, and then you put your eyes on the ball right when you hit it. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and just smack this thing. I flubbed it. But at the same time, I did okay. Good shot. Don't patronize me, Dad. It's time for the putt. This dramatic boss music that plays. It's not. This is this game's version of a boss music. Even when you're doing something tough, it's chilled. Oh, there's a goose. A spectator, more like a honk-tator. Oh my god, Yeah, I like this little detail. He's afraid of geese. I'll listen to that thing honk. Alright, I'm gonna make the putt. With the putt, you only press twice. Because putting is, that's 2D golf, and, driving, that's 3D golf. Don't think I'd have made that one, he says. I'm assuming he's British and that all his THs are pronounced as Fs. I made a New Year's resolution for 2018 that I would only speak in a British accent, and I messed it up like right away, so now we go a little ways forward. We're here in the rough. It's difficult to hit woods on a long grass. I'm going to use an iron to get out of here. Back on the fairway, yeah. I like this little tutorial. It's nice and it's pleasant. I'm going to use you can use the precision mode to just kind of nail it like lighter. Set a little marker down there. I honked it a tiny bit, but that's okay. Well, I'm really rusty here. The controllers vibrate very minutely when the ball goes in the hole. I like it. Sucked in. I'm on this long hole here. I like how it doesn't let me look much further away from my shot than this. Alright, we're gonna hit this. I think, I gotta get my head in the game here. That's sort of on the green, okay. Oh. The geese are up to something. Sausage roll. What is a sausage roll? Is it like a hot dog? Sucked in again. What does that mean? Oh, see, that's a little bit of real life advice he's giving you there. Oh, the geese are part of the music, if you can hear that. I love it. Alright, I can really kind of just honk it as hard as I want and not really miss. 20 years later. I gotta say, it's sort of nice to know that there's a video game about a character who's older than 20. I mean, he was definitely older than 1 in that, when he was playing golf. He wasn't a baby or a toddler, so this guy's what, maybe like 28? Am I supposed to be like a 30-year-old guy in this game? Okay, so here's a question I have. So this lady is saying, when are you going to get these boxes, right? He gets a phone call in the morning. He says, I don't have any room for them yet. And she says, fine, maybe I'll just sell them. So when I first played this, I wondered, is that my mom? Or is that my ex-girlfriend? Or is she my ex-wife? So here's the punchline of my joke. It's difficult to tell the difference between my girlfriend and my mom. Sounds like a story about a white man in his 20s. I've got to say, I've had stuff in a person's house that I was unable to get. When I moved to New York, some friends had some boxes of mine in their garage for a couple months before I had them sent over. This guy, however, has gone all the way over to this town to play golf. I didn't come to New York to play golf. Nobody did. So he says I'm going back to Wellworn Grove. Though, isn't he there? I believe when I go outside, that's where I am. I'm in Wellworn Grove. So she doesn't know why he's moved out there, and she's laughing kind of disproportionately to the comedy of the situation, which I've always noticed means the person doesn't actually think it's funny. So I've got this house. I've got to say, I like the geometry of the main character's house. I like the way he turns when I move. You see that? It's the little things. I really appreciate the little things in video games. I like seeing this delicate turning animation, and that's going to be important in a game that's so much about position and such. It's got a bed with a phone, and then it's got a TV, and I guess this is a love seat, and a little kitchen with a garbage can. Nothing worth retrieving. So you can use the microwave. That sound the microwave makes, it's so deep. This sound is so deep. Listen to this. It's a good sound. You could sleep to that sound. Let's see what's on the telly. It's just such a nice blanket. Oh, stop it. There is not. You know, I equate TV shopping with where my family lives. It's almost like it doesn't exist where I live. It's only when I visit them that I see something like that. I'm not one of those people who would ever say, I don't even own a TV, because I do own a TV. I own a beautiful TV. I don't watch the news on it. I get my news through the internet. Oh, yes. Got some swan boats. Somebody chasing a mole rat around a whole boombox. Heck yeah. Look at all these quirky characters just enjoying their lifestyle in this fun-loving zone. I like when I walk through a plant, I disturb it like that. Just like quick little jiggle. Let me talk to this guy. I'm trying to hit that big button. Buddy, I've been trying to hit that big button for about 20 years, if you know what I mean. I don't mean anything lewd by that. I mean, you know, trying to make it big in the world. I'm sure something good will happen. Okay. I do know how to tee up. I press the Y button. Let me tee up. I can tee up in any grass. Okay, what about this? Is that good? Oops. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button. Let's rock it right on the button here. Please don't miss. Oh, I did it. Not my best shot. So notice what that was there is I hit the button and we see, yeah, I heard a noise when it got pressed. We see one light light up among many lights on a door, next to a door. So I know that somewhere else in the environment there are 4 more buttons. A little bit of feedback for the director of this game. I would have lingered on the lights a little bit longer to let the player know there's going to be more stuff like that, though. What do I know? I saw it, though I've also played this game before. You could probably play real golf or something. First of all, don't end a sentence with or something. Little writer's tip. You may say, well, people talk like that. People say or something. Well, they shouldn't. There's a great debate that rages between naturalism and good writing. I think you might as well make the character talk like people should. So he's telling me you could probably play real golf or something. He's suggesting something and then saying, or something else, not what I said. Be strong, buddy. Tell me I could probably play real golf. Well, that's enough critiquing of the writing, because as anyone knows, I'm not a famous writer. I'm going to tee up. I'm going to play a little optional hole here. We're going to go ahead and see if I can hit this. See if I can hit it. You think I can hit this? Why? My timing. What is wrong with me? Let me see. No. Yeah, like that, like that. Ah, heck. Come on, buddy. Well, this is my life now. This is where I live. I live right here. You're gonna spend the rest of your life with me right now. Ah, heck. Oh, crikey. Well, that's good enough for me. One thing I like about this game is you can throw golf balls. You see that? You just throw balls at people. Just like nail them with it. That's funny. Well, okay, I'm gonna play the game for real now. So here we meet these guys who all have a personality. This guy plays by the book. Nathan is this guy here who prefers to play on the simulator. Doesn't want to learn bad habits. I've learned many bad habits from computers, let me tell you. And now we got Lara here who can't seem to hit the ball less than 1,000,000 yards. So there's Lucky, the precocious child who was talking about such and such getting sucked in the intro. He's turns out he's the club owner now. I guess he was the owner's son. I like that we start out with an obnoxious. We got an obnoxious guy who's obviously going to be a bad guy. He's not paying the coach to train losers. I get a real, like, I suppose I'm supposed to get sort of a Pokey and Earthbound vibe from him. But this guy he walks away while, after asking a question. I've known some people to do that before. Oh, so we've got our hero, whatever his name is, asking if the coach can take a quick look at his swing. He's like, I just want you to watch me and let me know what you think. Our main character is doing, no free coaching. He's just doing this, I expect you to do some work for me for free sort of thing. It's like, the guy's job as a golf coach. He cannot set the dangerous precedent of teaching me a lesson for free. There's an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry is in a locker room at a gym and He learns that he knows that a guy in there is a doctor, and he goes up and says, "Can you look at this rash?" And the guy's like, "No." Like, "What do you do for a living?" And Larry's like, "I'm a writer." And then he's like, "Well, how about you write some stuff for me for free?" You never work for free. Anybody out there, you don't ever do anything for free. That's how I became a professional video game expert. I've never been a video game expert for free. Mother pays $14.45 per lesson, so now we know we need $14.45. Notice there's no dollar sign by it. It could be pounds. So I need to save up the money. She just hit the coach in the head with a golf ball. She expresses concern for him, which means she's, despite having a very powerful swing, she's kind of at least got a bit of a gentle heart to her. "I really need to get myself evaluated," he says. "Yeah, me too. Perhaps I'll come back later if I'll make some money." So I'm going to get some money. We're going to get some cash. Some cash to pay for a lesson. What's up, friend? How would I like to see a textbook putt? I perform better on the simulator. See, everybody has a personality here. Get out of my chipping line. Alright, so look at this. We got picnic tablecloths. NPCs who all say stuff. They've all got personalities. There's a soda bar. This guy likes gossip and rumors. The soda bar is closed today. Why? The owner is out training or something. Don't say or something. Say the owner is out training. If you want... Soda bar is shut today, buddy. Hey, call me buddy. Okay, I take it back. You called me buddy. You're my buddy. So she says it would be nice to taste one of these pies, but I'm only allowed to eat them at the end of the day after they've gone cold. I had a friend in Japan who worked at a bakery, and she said they weren't allowed to take any of the leftover bread home. They had to throw it away in opaque trash bags so that nobody would see it in the dumpster. Or the people who rummaged through dumpsters for discarded food, at least they would have to work for it. Apparently the chain that my friend worked for, they believed that allowing employees to eat leftover bread would make them worse salespeople because they would work every day expectant of the promise of free bread at the end of the day. A customer would say, "What a delightful looking croissant," and the employee would say, "Oh no, sir. That one is terrible." Having said all that, I would eat a pie if it was hot or cold. I had a Christmas pie this year. I ate it hot. This must be the golf simulator I've heard so much about. How's my ball flight? Excuse me? Want to buy a pie, mate? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go back there and steal a pie. Look at this big old PC. It's like a gateway PC. I wouldn't know where to begin with one of these. Oh, so our guy, he's a sports guy. He's a jock. What is this, like 1994? Revenge of the Nerds 6 or whatever? A room with a bunch of golf clubs in it. I just stole 50 cents out of that 2-drawer dresser. Oh, so here we go. I'm going to open up this double-doored stainless steel refrigerator. Cold pie? Excellent. So I ate a cold slice of apple pie. Oh, my microwave sound again. Oh, I love it. Ding. Okay. I like the little ding. Hot pie. That's one of my favorite Game of Thrones characters. I like that little ding on the microwave. Microwaves don't do that anymore. When I was a kid, they did. Now my microwave like beeps like 5 times. I don't want to waste anybody's time. What do we got? Wow. So hold on. He says, "Can I help you?" And I say, "Just exploring!" ! And he does not retort with something hateful and mean, which is what he would do if he was a Banjo-Kazooie character. So maybe this game wasn't made in England. I really wish I could use the D-pad to move. I can understand why. The D-pad is, you can see your golf clubs that way. Alright, going back outside. Listen to this slap bass. It's not really slap bass right now, but you hear this? I love that bass sound. It's really good. Makes me wish there was a... I feel like making the Seinfeld of video games is something people should go for. You know? Any role-playing game set in modern-ish times is going to almost scratch that itch of being the Seinfeld of video games. I think this game is closer to the Seinfeld of video games than any video game I've ever played. So, and it's not just because I'm hitting golf balls. I wonder if there's a challenge later in the game where I have to hit a golf ball into a whale's blowhole, the way Kramer did in the Seinfeld episode of The Marine Biologist. So I go around the world, and people ask me to do little things with the golf ball. Like, I bet you can't do this. And I'm just like, so I have 3 tries to do this. I'm going to see if I can do it. Wow. I honked it. I'm sorry. Did I honk it straight off? What? I'm sorry, my friends. I honked it straight off. I'm going to go ahead and set myself a mark there. I honked it straight off again. Okay, I did it. Success. More like success. Excuse me? So by the Seinfeld of video games, I mean, I just want a game that's just these pleasant little... Just pleasant little moments. Stuff that's funny. Situations about nothing. Except wrapped in something that's about something. It's golf. I'm walking around and there's all these quirky characters, so he's having a problem. This, like, look at this. Come on, man. You gotta get it out of there. Can't get it out of the bunker? Sounds like you're a clunker. Alright, I'm gonna get it out. Your dad said to hold ZL. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it like this. I'm gonna chip it and we're gonna get it like this. How about this? Ooh. What? I wanted that to go all the way in there. We're gonna try a little bit of a pro strat. Anybody ever play that game, Kirby's Dream Course? That's a game that this reminds me of sort of a lot. Oh, what? There we go. I cupped it. I'm gonna go ahead and just complete the challenge without cupping it every single time. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a couple. I gotta say, I'm very disappointed that I keep missing it. I swear to God that there's some input lag on this TV. And that is not my fault. Ooh. That's in. I better get like 20 bucks for this guy, come on. Ooh, perfect shot. So I love this. This is this game's version of RPG random battles. I level up. Here's the thing. As we learned from our friend Lara, who has a high power, as you add power, notice it removes a bunch of other things. It lowers your stats to raise power. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself some control and some accuracy. So everything, like as in real golf, everything's in a constant struggle with power. Here's what I consider to be the absolute beauty of this game. It's an RPG, right? Almost a Japanese-style Super Nintendo RPG. It very well could have existed on the Super Nintendo, except it didn't. And what it does that I don't think I've ever seen an RPG do quite this well is it combines dungeon, town, and battle all into one seamless experience. The world of this game is a big playground. It's a town that's built around a golf course full of characters who all have things they want you to do, sort of an Animal Crossing element, except when someone tasks me with something, it's this flawlessly executed little video game mechanic. I gotta say, I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this straight in here, see if I get it. I cupped it. I gotta hit 4. That's 2. I love this sort of thing, and eventually we're going to get to bigger challenges. There's going to be sort of boss fights. There's going to be full tournaments. I'm going to go ahead and hit it about, try to hit it right beyond the cup. Kaboom. Yeah, more like success. Is it just me, or are there a lot of guys not wearing shirts on this golf course? I'm here at the driving range. Balls? Excuse me? Excuse me? What? Brodus? Are you lads going to move out of the way? Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm sorry. I'm not actually from England. I'm sorry. Again, it's got this really cute, so I can use this to really subtly hit the ball. There we go. So we can get it out like that. Let's go ahead and hit it. That's pure power, mate. Pure power. So yeah, when you like tee off here, this is neat because you can hit in all these, there's all these little things you can do. Like I can try to get it in here, right? Get a little bit of a wind. So it's just, you get this goal-oriented practice basically where it's like, I want to try to get it in there. Oh, god dang it. It would have really been beneficial to the quality of my video content here if I'd actually gotten it in. Sorry I didn't get it in, everybody. We're going to try to get it just like this. Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to do one more. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, that's one. Oh, crikey. Blimey. Okay, you know what? Forget about it. Yeah, you can see there's even in that one tiny little mechanical challenge that I set up for myself, there was disappointment of failure. So it's a pretty good video game to give you the disappointment of failure for not achieving a goal that the game didn't even tell you. Like nobody told me to try that. So this guy's teaching me about all the targets out here on the driving range. So he's saying you can try to have goal-oriented practice. Yeah, believe I just said something similar to that myself a minute ago. I suppose I had absorbed that from this guy's tutorial. Yeah, nothing says golf like a little bit of honky-tonk, honking saxophone. Oh, listen to that guitar. Reminds me of messing around with a Casio keyboard when I was a kid. I did it. You're the first person who's listened to my advice. Have you ever had this advice that you give people? Like you recommend people a movie or a TV show and you just wish somebody would watch it? I had that experience with, in 2016, there was a film by Warren Beatty called Rules Don't Apply, and it was about old Howard Hughes. The star of the movie is the guy who's going to play young Han Solo. I really, really liked that movie, and I have not yet convinced anyone else to watch it. So I know how this guy feels to be overjoyed at the first person to listen to your advice. And he gave me $3. You know, I'd give somebody $3 if they watched that movie, to be perfectly honest. My power is suffering. We're gonna go ahead and give me a little bit more spin. And I like strike accuracy, and you gotta have control for whatever it's worth. I'm gonna worry about my power later, because I know power is not the only way. This guy looks like he has another challenge for me. Nice. Oh, I guess that guy's just always gonna have some weird thing for me to do. I love it. Alright, I have enough cash to secure my first lesson. I have a little bit more than enough. Coach is going to be quite happy with my swing. One thing I like about this game, well, I like a lot of stuff about this game, I like the way it handles your quest notebook here. So, you'll see these little pictorial representations of any sort of quests that you have at any given time. Oh, I can run, by the way. Oh, I ran right into the cutscene. Where did Coach go? Look, you're not on a first-name basis with him. You can't just call him Coach. You just met him. A coach has to say, I'm gonna take you under my wing, to you before you can start just calling him Coach. Oh, she's practicing. Wow. You see, that's funny. The clubhouse. I wish I had a clubhouse. I've already been here. So here we've got this guy Lucky, as though we weren't already, wearing the training wheels of hatred for this guy. He's now conspiring to sell counterfeit goods in the pro shop of this place. And these guys are like, oh, I'm not going to sell counterfeit clubs. Yeah, because golfers, they've all got ethics and morals, and they're decent dudes. 2 under par with counterfeit clubs. 2 under par is not good enough. Try 18 under par. Tiger Woods. Okay, so now they're alluding to there being an old owner. I wonder who the old owner is. Maybe it wasn't Lucky's dad, because wouldn't he have said your dad would have never done this? I just had the impression that Lucky was a daddy's boy. I really like the text boxes shaking and vibrating. I think that's funny. Coach is at the driving range. I was just at the driving range. We never turn a person or their money away here. Wow, yeah, see? The guy just loves the cash. Give me the money and I'll take you to coach. Oh, so this is, oh man. All right. I don't know, if you're a country club owner, it's a little bit weird that you'd be, like, hungry for money, right? I mean, you own a country club. I guess, you know. What do I know about owning a country club? I've never owned a country club. All right, so we got Coach here, and then we've got Textbook Boy over here. How you doing, Coach? Whoa, nothing's ever coincidental with Lucky. That's a line of dialogue right there. Doesn't his name kind of indicate that much is coincidental with him? Also, he loves money, so isn't a lot coincidental with this guy? Let's get this over with. Man, yeah, he's a begrudging teacher. This is like every math teacher I ever had. Just wanting to get it over with. All right, we're going to hit some targets with the 7-iron. Press Y to fine-tune your shots. I know how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to land it right in there. Ooh. The one game that this most reminds me of. Wow, I just honked it like crazy. This game reminds me a lot of the DS game Inazuma 11 by level 5, which is a soccer RPG where you convince other students in your school to join the soccer team. Inazuma 11's systems were kind of... Oh, come on, punk. Inazuma 11's systems were too convoluted, if you ask me. There was too much going on. So Inazuma 11 had these really neat RPG battles that you would have to do that were just big, full-scale soccer games between your high school and another high school. I mean, it was great. And I mean, I loved it. Ah, crikey. But there was just too much to it. I like the purity of this. The battle system, the action system is so clean and so simple. And it's so ingrained into the environment and the story. So here's the part that really got me excited about this game. Is this guy straight up tells you you're nothing special. You will never play competitively. And he starts to make excuses or express some kind of RPG hero hope. And the coach just immediately shoots him down. Grip is over strong. You'll battle a hook until the day you die. We've just brought death into golf. Your club head control resembles that of a child. And your posture would be more suited to pool than golf. I feel like if you're going to, like, roast somebody with this, you would say it would be more suited to billiards than golf. I would have said billiards if I were owning this guy. A unique swing is not good in golf. This guy straight up tells you to give up. The only thing you should be swinging is yourself 180 degrees and out of here. Man, this guy's rough. So, of course, this just gives our main guy some determination to... yeah. So now we see this guy hit it straight into the bunker. And he just goes, it's improving. It's like, so this guy's not that good. Hope you enjoyed your lesson. Man, what a jerk. Why doesn't Coach like you? Probably because you desperately want him to like you. And so now Textbook Dude straight up tells you that your swing is terrible. I've been training since he was 3. I can only play a few. I have to get home after. All this talk about textbooks. And he seems to have not read an English grammar textbook. That's a comma splice, buddy. Don't talk like that. Well, I'm ready right now. I'm gonna put you in the ground, punk. Yeah. Teddy's challenge. 3 holes to play. Excuse me? I love that Mode 7 style zoom out. That really feels like a Super Nintendo game. Alright, Teddy. I'm gonna own you. Ooh. Ooh. Perfect shot. I love the gunshot sound effect when I hit it that far. Alright, Teddy. Teddy's been practicing since he was 3. Let's see how good he is. If I recall correctly, this guy sucks. Oh. It's not too bad. Let's see, what do you got? He hits it right here. Now this rat will pick it up and just move it somewhere random. I love it. Bunker. How's he happy with being in the bunker? Are you an idiot? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just, I'm gonna go ahead and cup this one, if that's okay. Does anyone object to my cupping this one? No, I didn't cup it, I'm sorry. This guy sucks. He talks like he has some idea. It wasn't luck, idiot. Oh, he chipped it in. Okay, so now it's me once again. So I like this. It feels like an RPG dungeon. A little one, not like a huge one. Can't believe I didn't get on the green. Yeah, this is where you pick your ball up out of the dirt. Yeah, he gets it right in the bunker. This guy's golf ball is a sand magnet. Oh, he just plunks it in there again. What are you... Come on, kid. Gotta watch this guy just kind of eat ice cream with a fork here. So he's on his fourth hit now. So I want to just try to clunk it till I plunk it here. I want to pitch it like this. Here we go. Let's try this. Oh, crikey. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and hit it as hard as I can. Yeah. Eat that, punk. You just got birdied. Should have been an eagle. You just got birdied, Teddy. You got bird, Ted. Okay, so this is a very long hole. So I like this. So this is a par 5. But it feels like it might as well be like a par 16. Because it's just this insanely long hole. I have fond memories of this first hard hole. This forest is very treacherous. I'm gonna hit it right over to here. Or I can try hitting it up here. We're gonna go ahead and say we want it, we're gonna try to get it right here. But I'm gonna try to, this is a tricky hit. I can tell you what, it's a tricky thing playing golf. It's really tricky. I'm gonna try to set it up here. I don't know if I'm doing anything. Oh, that's right in the drink. Take a big sip of that, big boy. Alright, Teddy, what are you gonna do? Teddy does the same thing. I hate you, Teddy. Okay, let's, just gonna clunk it till I plunk it here. I don't know what the words I'm saying are supposed to mean. Oh, are you joking my eyes out? Oh, heck. I'm gonna try this. This isn't gonna work. I suppose it did. A little bit ahead of Teddy. Time for Ted to get dead. Yeah, idiot. Let's go put his ball in the dirt. Yeah, let's put it in the dirt where it just shove it in that dirt. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a little too far. Got my sandwich here. The old PW. I like the PW. Okay, we're gonna try to do this. I'm gonna see about a little bit of this, and I'm gonna see about a little bit of that. You, Crunko. Yeah, you just got like a wow, you idiot. Oh, this is me. Okay, so I think he's like, is this like one of those bosses that it's impossible to lose to? I think it is. Oh well, I'm gonna do the precision mode anyway. Let me get it right in the hole. Is that good, everybody? How about that? I'm going to overshoot it a little bit. Oh, kaboom, kabogie. Yeah, I think it's impossible to lose this because I think Teddy would just miss everything. I feel like Teddy's jacking me around. I'm going to add a little bit of power here to the detriment of all my other skills. You want power. Not all the time, though. It ain't everything. It's just a constant power struggle. You want to keep adding power, and it's going to keep subtracting other things. It's kind of funny, because it's a good little facsimile of learning to play golf. Period. I mean, it's balance. It takes a long time to make progress at a skill like this. You don't know what happened there. What happened is you lost electrolytes. I haven't felt like this since a certain incident involving geese. Did the geese kill the main character's father? So now he gets the idea to challenge Coach's other students. If I beat all of them, you'll have no choice but to train me. Is that how that works? Because I don't know if that's how that works in real life. So yeah, look at my notebook, and look at that. I got all my guys. She tells me where she is. He says he's on the simulator in the clubhouse. So I get to go do these 2 little challenges. So I know what I'm going to do. And it's just, the narrative has hooked me right there. I know that I can fight all of these other students to get further in the game, to get the coach to acknowledge me, to recognize me. And just like that, I'm invested already. I know the next 3 things I'm going to do in the game. I know that I'm going to beat the student who has a lot of power, beat the student who uses the simulator, and then I'm going to talk to the coach, and the coach is probably going to have another challenge for me. So, and the character has hopes and dreams. He wants to be in a golf tournament. And then there are these intermediate goals, like I know that the soda bar is going to open. I know it's going to open at some point, and I get to go in there and have a soda. I know that the pro shop is going to open, and I get to go in there and buy stuff. And just like that, there's a million little things I want to do. I've got my home. I've got these buttons that I know if I hit more buttons, I open a door. It's just swarming with the cute little questions. Mini golf. So I need to unlock all the buttons to open up this mini golf lounge. 3 more buttons to go. Here's the frisbee, kids. I'm gonna smack this guy in the face. They only play frisbee golf, and they call golf ball golf. That's just the kind of sick thing a person would call, it's just the kind of sick argument a person would have. Have you ever had or overheard a conversation where someone is trying to say that soccer is the real football and American football isn't football, and just like people talking about this soccer versus football? That's just nuts. It's like, who cares? When I say soccer, a person who likes soccer knows I'm talking about soccer. Having said that, I would really like to make a video game, an RPG called Football Planet. I've had this idea for a while. There's like a castle on the North Pole and a castle on the South Pole, and they've been playing a game of football throughout centuries, millennia. In order to score a touchdown, you need to spike the football in the throne room of the king of the other kingdom. And our main character is the quarterback's child of the North Pole Kingdom. Just turned 18 years old, ready to go out on a football quest. What? Are there Crocs? Yes, there's Crocs. Crikey! This is a video game with a crikey in it. Can't really give it a higher recommendation than that. Golf Story. You'd have to eat me guts. I can hit him with a golf ball for you. I can't really give this game a higher recommendation than it's got the word crikey in it. Crikey! I love it. I just love the word crikey. I was just having a swim, Mom. My New Year's resolution was to speak with a British accent for the duration of 2018. I failed. However, let's go ahead and all of us together, let me know if you want to say crikey a lot. Because I'll do it if you will. Heck, I'll do it if nobody else does. Because I was born stupid. However, I will not die hungry. Video games forever. Kotaku.com. Oh.